way things are going right now, they're unjustifiable, they're unsustainable, and they're unacceptable. And we can't keep going down the same path and expecting to end up somewhere else. We need change, and we need it now. And that means we need someone different. And that's why I am standing here, heart racing, mouth dry, because I cannot emphasize enough how important it is that every one of you not just vote for this man, but reach out to everyone you could think of. I just learned today from him that only about 10% of Whatcom County residents actually are voting right now. We need every single vote we can get. So thank you in advance, and thank you for helping me to welcome Kamal.
I did not pay him to say all those words. So, my name is Kamal. Usually I, come up and tell my story, but today I have two of county council candidates that are running today. I would also like them to come up and, after I'm done talking, have them come up and say a few things about, what are they doing, what are their plans for our county council. And so quickly I will just share, before I go, do you guys like stories?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so I will share this quick story about myself. Before I go into the story, I want to tell you that I was 15 when I moved here. I went to Bellingham High School. When I first moved here, I didn't know how to speak any English whatsoever. So I learned how to speak English here at Bellingham High School. So while I was going through Bellingham High School, there were about 5 East Indian kids that we all hung out together. We didn't know each other, but somehow we found each other. Yeah. So that's what we did every day at lunchtime. My wife is telling me to stop using my hands.
No, I'm saying talk louder.
Okay. Thank you. So all of us, we hung out at lunchtime together. We'll go to our lunch lady and get our sandwiches or whatever was available. So we'll all sit down at the same desk. Our high school principal, he would always come up to us and try to engage with us. Like, hi guys, how are you? Like, good. And after that, there's silence, nothing. Because we would always run out of our English. There's nothing else we knew after that. It's like, hi, my name's Kamal, no English. That was my go-to line. So that's what we did. And our high school principal, he would come up and stand there for a couple of minutes and, all right, they're not saying much, then he'll walk off. So one day what he did was he called up a good friend of mine, Malcolm Oliver. He said, Malcolm, I don't know who are these boys, but they don't say much. I think maybe they're forming a gang. Forming a gang. And then Malcolm, he works with Diversity Council in Bellingham. He also works with the Sheriff Department at Bellingham PD. So he shows up like, all right, let's check out these boys, whoever is forming this gang. So he walks in, he saw us, then he's from Trinidad and Tobago, and he knew who we were. And he goes, these guys are gangsters, they're from India. The reason why he knew is because population of Trinidad and Tobago, 45% they are East Indians. They were brought there to Trinidad and Tobago by the British. They took them there to do, sugarcane farming. So he knew who we were, so he come up to us and he said one word that we could all relate to. The one word was cricket. He said, do you boys know how to play cricket? Cricket is one of the biggest sport outside the US. And India is huge, bigger than NFL, NBA combined. Cricket is huge, over 1 billion people. tune in to Sunday cricket. The tune-in is one of the biggest sport. So from that conversation, we started a cricket team after I graduated from Bellingham High School, actually Squalcombe High School. So now we had 2 cricket teams in Whatcom County and 2 cricket fields, one at Lyndon Bender Field and the other one at Lake Patton. So from that one conversation, we were able to start cricket teams. So the reason why I bring that story up, because a lot of people have that fear of unknown, but Malcolm was there to advocate for us. He stepped up and said, well, these guys are not gangsters, so let's not put them in that category. So don't just assume. Since that day, I always try to engage with people and talk to people. Just try not to judge anybody, because you don't know, one conversation could change their trajectory of their life. So that's what he did for us. And my platform is really easy to remember. It's pretty much so I use my name so people can remember my platform. K stands for keeping our community safe, which means we all have to support our law enforcement. As you guys all know, the recent bill that passed is not good, because now their hands are tied. So we have to support our first responder, make sure they're fully funded, fully supported, and they have adequate training. Next one is A, advocate for people who need a voice, like what Malcolm did for us. M stands for managing our county funds with integrity, meaning all of us, we pay a lot of taxes, and we all deserve to know where our money is going and where it's being spent, and we need to have a voice in that. So county council oversees about $200+ million that they oversee. So I think we need a voice in that. Next letter is A. Okay, I forgot. Sorry.
Addiction.
Yes, I'll think of it. See?
Star pupil.
Thank you. Next one is addiction. As we all know, it leads to homelessness. So we all know that there is a huge homeless crisis in our county, especially in Bellingham. Because I feel like the city of Bellingham is keep throwing money at it, and they don't really have a solid solution to it. And a couple of weeks ago, I had the chance to sit down with Hans. I can't remember his last name. He's from Lighthouse Mission. I believe the Lighthouse Mission has a very good step-by-step program that they have in place. And they also hold people accountable. And that's what a lot of people need, the accountability.